school fees here has been 1,000 shillings since 2023 per term. They eat in school from Monday to Saturday, and the last Friday of the month, they take chapati for lunch. The best teacher per subject, and the most improved per subject, we take them to Mombasa. And in terms of principals, we take them to Dubai for a week. The government of Kenya is getting a road deal. Do you know about Safaricom? John Badi, he was not involved in the sale of Safaricom. And he is communicating things he does not know where they came from. There is no debate about whether Rironi Mausamet Road should be tolled. Since the government has been borrowing 3.5 billion shillings every single day, why can't you build this road?
Welcome to TV 47. This is Mike Kagwongo, and today we are privileged to be in Kiharu constituency, where we have met one of the best members of parliament. Actually, in 2024, he was given the trophy of being the best member of parliament. I'm talking about Ndindi Nyoro, former budget committee chairperson, and he has been instrumental in putting or keeping government on toes in whatever it has been doing since, of course, he was ousted as a budget committee. We are here with him, and he will be directing us of as when he started the infrastructural progress in Kiharu constituency and across the country, because a section of members of parliament have been coming here to benchmark what he has been doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike,
for joining us.
Asante sana.
This is Gekuo.
This is Gekuo Secondary School. It is actually new from scratch.
Yes.
We have built it through CDF 4 years ago. It did its first KCSE last year and had 7 candidates transitioning to university.
Yes.
So when you told me that you want to come, we do a feature here in Kiharu. Nikaona, you know, many times I watch the kind of features you do. People do them in their homes.
Sure.
But I thought I was elected to do this kind of infrastructure.
Exactly.
So that's why I requested you, instead of going home, we do it showcasing the kind of work you are elected to do. And that is why this is my home. Thank
you so much for inviting us.
Yes.
And most of the time I ask you questions in Swahili, and you juggle around with questions.
Kiswahili naelewa sana, Mike.
Asante.
Asante sana.
Let's get in.
Yeah.
You said it's a new school, huh?
This is a new school.
How did it come that you had to open this school, bearing in mind we have a Gekuo primary school that has been there for quite some time?
I had come to this primary school. Actually, I had done 2 barazas.
Yes.
I was just coming for development projects.
Yes, we can work.
In this school called Gekuo Primary.
Yeah.
And also another one called Kaberwa. It is still in this locality. So the people here told me that this just became a division around the same time, Gekedo division. So the parents of the primary school suggested, because there are only 2 secondary schools around this locality. Moja inaitwa Merira, that side. The other one called Gekedo, huko juu.
Yes.
So we decided, out of the request of the parents, to do 2 institutions. This one and Kaberwa Secondary School from scratch. So we have built them majorly using labor-based. Labor-based meaning tukileta pesa, locals wanajenga na wanasaidika na hakuna mtu wanapata faida in terms of a contractor.
Yes.
Faida inabaki hapa.
Yes. Perhaps before we indulge into what you have been doing across the constituency, you once mentioned that in, I don't know which year, I think 2022, you went to South Africa. You saw something in South Africa that became of interest. You wanted to start it in Kenya.
In South Africa, I was just walking at a place called Camps Bay. So when I was walking around there, I saw an institution. Then going closer, I realized Nishure ya Kajo. It's a public school. I mean, the aesthetics of it were very top-notch. Infrastructure was very good. So I took photos. And when I came back, I called my staff. And I told them now, we can no longer continue to do things in terms of the best case scenario in Kenya. We do them with the best case scenario in the world. So I showed them photos. We Googled some of the schools, others I hadn't seen in the UK, in South Africa, because those were the 2 reference points. And we decided we need to upgrade our institutions of higher learning, not in terms of what we have seen around, but in terms of what is the best we can do. And that is why you see this one was a kichaka. It was just like there. So we started off with that block. We have done it multi-annual, so to say. We first of all started with a block of 4 classrooms, but we have now lately expanded to what you currently see, including a very modern laboratory over here.
Once you left South Africa for this kind of project, how are you motivated in terms of budget? Because it's something that has always been a very big issue in the country. CDF. We have seen members of parliament failing to bring CDF into action. How did you decide that this will be funded by CDF, regardless of how expensive it will take?
There is flexibility in CDF, in that it's a community fund, in terms of the backstops with the community. And the turnaround period of CDF is quite short, because once the community proposes, the role of an MP in CDF is oversight, by the way. We are not patrons. So once the community proposes, it's my work to make sure that whatever the community proposes is done. So we decided it's CDF because it's easier in terms of turnaround time. And number 2, that is exactly the reason why CDF exists.
So you came up with cabros or classes together with laboratories, and you made it to this point. What are the challenges so far?
Actually, Mike, let me start here. This work we have done is gradual. Gradual in terms of, I'm sure you visited other schools.
I have been in Mudigiriri Primary.
Is just here. Biri Primary is in town. Kiagage.
Kiagage.
St. Mary's. And you have seen it's a copy-paste of this one.
Exactly. It's just the same point.
Including the roof. The color, including everything else is more or less the same. So it has been gradual in this manner. We started off in my first term by tiling all public primary schools here. And we succeeded. Our focus then again turned to secondary schools. We did the same. Now, the time I'm talking about South Africa is not too long ago. So Cabro Works, we actually started off maybe 4 years ago. So we had already done tiling.
South Africa came on board when you had already started
tiling. We had done almost all primary schools. So this maneno of Cabro actually came in maybe the last year of my first term, around there. So we keep on escalating the same.
Now, I have seen a section of schools across Kiharu constituency. How has this helped in terms of performance? Because I've seen laboratories, physics, chemistry. This is one laboratory, and they are very well equipped. How has this helped in terms of performance? I heard you today say about 12,500 students across all day schools pay only 1,000 shillings per term.
That's a program we started in 2023. The program is called Kiharu Masomo Bora.
We shall come to Masomo Bora.
Very good.
In terms of performance?
Performance, we measure it in 2 ways. In terms of grades improving, that's number 1. But also, very importantly, about transition. Because you can have grades improving, but you are excluding some other populations. Transition in Kiharu is the best in Kenya. The best in both sub-counties, because you have 100% transition. 100% meaning, if you check the number of people who left class 8 and those who transitioned, class 8 meaning 844 now, I know we are in a different model now, but for understanding, let me use class 8 because it was the recent. Those who leave class 8 are less than those who join Form 1, meaning we transition everyone, and also some others join.
A big number of students join Form 1 from class 8.
Yes, right? Actually more people joined Form 1 last year than those who left class 8 in Kiharu.
All right.
Meaning our transition was over 100%, which I am glad of because it means the kind of things we are doing are not just helping the people of Kiharu, because we have opened up our programs to any other beneficiary as far as you just come to study here.
Even as we walk to our seats here.
There was no what I would call strategic plan. Ni pole pole. I think karibu sana.
Asante.
As you can see, it's also funded by NGT. Even the seat. Yes.
You can sit here.
Sana.
All right. It's funded by?
CDF.
CDF.
Yeah.
You said it's strategic. You don't have timeline for completion.
You know, once you are in public service, there's something you realize that kazi haiishi. Kazi ingekuwa inaisha, we would have closed shop in terms of Kenya maybe, or US could have closed shop.
Sure.
Development of a country, just like the development of a constituency or any other taxonomy, is perpetual, does not end. For example, when you look at this school, you might think this school is done. I mean, what else do you want to do in this school? Investment in education has no end. Because remember, it's a conveyor belt. There is a revolving door. As others join, others are leaving.
Sure.
As in primary school, class 8 or grade 9 leaves, grade 1 are joining, or class 1 is joining, based on the previous curriculum. And therefore, you have to keep on investing. And I have seen that in real terms, because some of the primary schools we did, for example, in 2018, infrastructure out of normal wear and tear could need some rehabilitation here and there. So it's perpetual, so to say.
All right. Perhaps how do you decide which school to do infrastructure? Because we have so many schools in both the sub-counties. Do you go by performance? This is doing bad, this is performing well. How do you decide which school to facelift?
Let me say that here in Kiharu, everything is decided by the community. When I was elected in my first term, we did what we called public barazas, or public participation.
All right. That is 2017.
2017, the first one. And I did the same after the second term.
Sure.
This is the need for that public participation. One, the community tells us what they need, what they want done. We literally go to every sub-location. We gather in a location, but tunagawanya watu per sub-location. They actually prioritize what they need done. That's one. But more importantly, they also elect the people who will be supervisors of their projects. So the project management committee members here in Kiharu are elected by the community, both in terms of overseeing projects, but also in terms of overseeing how bursary is distributed.
All right.
These people are elected because the community knows themselves better than we could purport to know in a localized office, in a centralized office.
All right.
Then, after that, because we are 6 wards, we are expansive, we started by picking a few per ward, a few schools per ward. But the beauty is that when it comes to primary schools, tiling and rehabilitation, we have done all of them. So there is no picking. And I'm glad that Mungu ametusaidia. We have been able to rehabilitate all our public primary schools.
Wow. Talk about Masomo Bora.
Yes.
12,000 students, 500 students, huh?
Yes.
Paying only 1,000 shillings and eating chapati on Fridays.
Not even Friday.
Every last Friday of the month.
Yes.
How has this been sustainable?
We started it in 2023, covering all our day secondary schools, which maybe they are around 65, covering 12,500 learners. School fees here has been 1,000 shillings since 2023 per term.
1,000.
1,000 per term. And where the teachers need to do remedial, we don't permit more than 1,000. And there is no other payment after that.
All right.
So fees is 1,000 shillings. They eat in school from Monday to Saturday. And the last Friday of the month, they take chapati for lunch.
All right.
But beyond that, the program does much more.
Sure.
The program encompasses infrastructure, especially laboratories. We've kicked off, like the one you're seeing here. It's part of Masomo Bora.
Yeah.
We have been able to purchase revision materials of, I think, now 20 million shillings for our day secondary schools. The other thing is motivation. The best teacher per subject, and the most improved per subject, those are teachers in day schools.
Yeah.
We take them to Mombasa for, I think, a week for holiday. And in terms of principals, the best principal, you know, I'm talking about 2 sub-counties.
Yeah.
And the best improved, we take them to Dubai for a week. So actually, as I talk to you now, there is a team of Kiharu head teachers, because we also do the same in primary schools, in Dubai, this holiday of December. And we have been able to see exponential growth in terms of the outputs.
Sure. And we are here now again from Kiharu constituency, and this time we are coming to you from the main garden, from Mheshimiwa's main garden here. He has welcomed us to his place, and he will be telling us why we are exactly here. Hi, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Karibu tena.
Karibu sana.
Yes, yes.
Hapa nimeona niko the school we were, kwa sababu tuko na saba kiasi kidogo hapa karibu. I decided we come, I give you some mangoes. And I hope you'll pay a good price for them.
Of course I will. I'll be a good ambassador.
You'll not pay the price that Safaricom is being sold by government. You'll give me a good price for them.
Before we talk about Safaricom,
yes,
we are in this garden.
Yes.
How large is this garden?
This is just a small, it's not so big. Here in Muranga, the land is not very abundant. So this is just around maybe 5 to 10 acres.
Last week on Thursday, alluded that 15% stake of Safaricom will be sold to Vodacom.
Yes.
That makes government's 20% remaining shares of Safaricom.
Yes.
Of what effect does this have to Kenya's economy?
Mike, I am a proponent of privatization. I am a proponent of the government not doing business to a large extent. But I'm also a proponent of the people of Kenya getting value for the investment they've already done. So my concern in that transaction is more about the valuation of Safaricom. Because one of the parameters I heard the people from government talking about, those are the parameters that are advanced by buyers, not sellers. You know, when you're selling something, you are different from the person who is, when you're buying, you're different from the person who is selling.
Yes.
And the other way around.
Yes.
And listening to the people from the National Treasury and government, you'd confuse them to be the one who are buying. This is not the first time we are having a transaction in the NSC involving a block sale. It's not the first time. And we have had many. Let me give you an example.
Yes.
Rea Vipingo is an agricultural company.
Yes.
It was once listed in the NSC. In 2014, the share price was 27.5 shillings. 27 shillings and 50 cents. Now, some people propose to buy block purchase to gain more foothold in the Rea Vipingo. Do you know how much they bought the shares? They bought those shares at 85 shillings. You get that?
Yeah.
Ken Okobil, they sold at a premium of 53%.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That goes to tell you the people, the investors, they know the intrinsic value of some of the listed companies go beyond the consideration of the share price. And across the world, that is the canon. If you look at how companies are bought in the US in terms of bulk purchase, there is always a huge difference between the retail price that trades every day and the real intrinsic value. And I've given you real scenarios.
Yes.
Kengen currently, if you bought all the Kengen shares in Kenya, they'll cost you less than 60 billion today.
Yes.
Let's say 57 billion. And a company with assets of $500 billion again. So you think you can then sell Kengen at 65 billion and come and tell Kenyans, oh, that's the market price. That's one scenario of the issue. The second one, the government became very desperate early and started voicing the desperation. And the buyers knew these guys are desperate. So when they went to the negotiating table, the guys from government were hammered. They were massacred by those guys in terms of the share price value.
Yes.
And lastly, when you show your desperation too early, you're already telling the people who would want to buy that there is something they can do about the share price before you reach there. Ask yourself, companies like many companies in the NSC are trading at a higher price than the 2021
currently.
Currently, they are trading higher than the 2021 levels. Ask yourself, how comes KCB is trading at higher than 2021 levels? Equity Bank, any company you may touch, Olympia Capital, any you may touch, is trading higher than the 2021 levels. Ask yourself, how comes it's only Safaricom and a few laggards in the market that are trading at below that price? There is always possibilities of even share suppression. When you voice too early your desperation, you're already telling the buyer that there is something you can do in terms of containing the rise of share price because it will be the consideration. And that is where the line is being drawn. The government of Kenya is getting a raw deal. And I have many ways to gauge it. One, when you are valuing a telco, there is the acceptable canons across the world. One of the things you use is PE value. PE value means net, if you do net earnings today, the valuation of that company is how many times of the net earnings per year. Safaricom net earnings, I propose maybe by the end of the year it will be 75 to 85 billion shillings net profit this year. So the valuation of Safaricom in terms of PE value will be around 16 to 17 years. That's the PE value measures price of earning per share. Or you can use that to calculate in terms of market capitalization. You divide by the earning per share, the net earnings. Now, they are selling Safaricom at a PE ratio of 16 to 17. The one who is buying Safaricom, the best they have been valued is 40 in terms of PE ratio. If you look at Airtel, Bharti Airtel, it is around 30 PE ratio. If you look at MTN, it is higher. If the people who are doing this transaction are sincere, it's a very simple thing. Open this thing for bids. Let other telecommunication companies bid.
John Paddy says it was open for bid.
Where? Where was it open? Did you know about Safaricom?
Open market.
John Paddy, let me tell you, he's my elder brother. He was not involved in the sale of Safaricom. He's just a spokesman. And he's communicating things he does not know where they came from. And I am saying that with confidence. I know he was not part of the negotiating team. The people who negotiated this road deal for government and for the Kenyan people are actually not government employees. And some of them, they do business with the buyers. That is why you hear them talking the language of the buyer. Oh, NPV. Which government is run using net present value? The consideration here would have been to consider it using something called future annuity value.
Sure.
You annualize. And I'm talking about dividend because there are two areas here. There is the valuation of the shares,
yes,
but there is another transaction on the side called dividend. On that dividend, Maneno, they are talking about NPV. Governments are not running using net present value because the government is for today and the future.
Yes.
You use annuity future value.
Exactly.
And if you use that, I mean, when I hear them talk, in other words, I am seeing a buyer, not a seller. So you are just coming here to perpetuate the language of the buyer who already put you into a corner, and you ended up accepting a raw deal for the people who have employed you in government.
Right.
Yes.
Hapa ndio mama anachuna sukuma wiki. At least I will also carry sukuma wiki.
Sukuma, lakini kinakaa hii tumekula yote.
No problem.
So
you mentioned something about the road. How effective is it gonna be for the common mwananchi? You see, of course, kila mtu atakuwa analipa kupitia hii barabara.
Mike, there is no debate about whether Rironi Mausamet Road should be tolled. I don't think there is any debate about that. It is actually late. It ought to have been told long time ago. This is the issue that I am having. Kenyan pay, a normal Kenyan, me and you pay, you pay VAT.
Sure.
On top of that, you pay fuel levy. Every time there is a consumption of a liter of petrol or diesel anywhere in Kenya or paraffin, you're already paying fuel levy. Fuel levy is supposed to build you roads.
Yes.
So you triple tax a Kenyan, and then you abdicate the role of building a road for that Kenyan. That is where the problem is. The road should be expanded. But since the government has been borrowing 3.5 billion shillings every single day, why can't you build this road for the people in the western part of this country to use it?
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. Yes. We have had great time.
Asante sana.
You are parting short. Let me ask this.
Yes.
Have you had any differences with other politicians across the political divide?
Differences?
Yes.
In terms of?
Politically.
Politically?
Yeah, before you were hosted as budget committee chair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever you say now, you may get claps, but whatever you actually do is what endures.
Sure.
And therefore, politics for me is more about what you do and less than what you say. But if you have to say something, it should be towards assisting you into doing.
There have been allegations that you assembled this project. You are killing the air now. Tell us if you assembled this project before we head to the
Mike, yeah, I think you've decided to to play comedy at the end of this show. You know, one thing you realize with time, I think, is the politicians of our generation. We don't know this politics of kucheza karata. You know that you're having some cards on the table, some others on the some cards below the table, others below the plate.
Yeah.
What I've seen, most of the politicians in our generation, let me first, because I've interacted with many.
Yeah.
Most of the politicians who were, and I'm saying it in good faith, most of the politicians who went to the Kano School of Governance, they are very good in that craftiness. Kadi moja unaona hapa, ingine pale. But I've also come to see that majority of the politicians of our generation, what you see is what there is. I mean, how I play my politics is, if I say Masomo Bora is 1,000, I don't need to justify. Because it's 1,000, if it's 1,000, it should be 1,000. If I say we have turned around 112 public primary schools in Kiharu, I have seen the previous politicians would add a lot of salt into their communication. I think the politicians of our generation, what I see, what you see is what is there. And for me, you don't need to struggle. And me going forward, Mike, anytime you have an interview, what you see me speak is what is there.
Exactly.
Don't look for another card to do here. I think those are politics of the time when access to information was too controlled that you had to play around with the people's minds.
Yeah.
I don't think there is space for that in Kenya now.
Exactly.
The space that is there in Kenya now, call this pai, leave it there, people will see.
Yeah.
And that is why I rarely want to defend myself in political voices that I hear, because you'll never do anything else.
Right.
You'll keep on fighting here, fighting there, fighting this fire, and then you end up losing so much time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike.
30 seconds, wish your Kiharu constituents Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
So I want to take this opportunity to thank the TV47 staff who are here, led by you, Mike.
Yes, thank you.
And I also want to thank all the viewers of TV47. And I take this opportunity to thank you for your support in many ways, including prayers, in whatever we do as leaders. And I take this opportunity to wish all of us who are watching TV47 a Merry Christmas filled with blessings and a happy and prosperous new year 2026. May God grant our wishes. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much
for the invite.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was a great conversation having Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro. It was great conversation and very insightful. I do wish you a great night ahead. Have a good night.